How can I help you to...
Would you repair a few things? What do you have for sale? A word about the price.
Sure, why not?
That, and a little tip.
Many thanks. Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Burning it. Bloody hell, I'm overheating it. I have to move it. This will take a bit longer.
Christ almighty.
I'm always hitting the same place. That's not good. This is useless. I should move it. I've been banging this spot for a long time.
Next time it'll be even better.
This is useless. I should move it. I'll never finish it like this. I should move it. It's as cold as a dog's snout. I can't keep hitting the same place. I'm always hitting the same place. That's no good. It's almost finished. It's completely cold.
Where have you been?
I can't tell you. Otherwise, I...
That bonnet. Well,
That's not possible.
you should be ashamed. Let him
Fine.
see you like that.
Now to temper it.
Must have been something bad.
Or drunk, huh?
never finish it like this. I should move it. I'll never finish it like this. I should move it. Just a bit more and I'll be done.
Got your head in the clouds again, haven't you?
That's because I love him. There's no one in the world as beautiful as him.
That's blasphemy. You'll end up in hell.
A love as pure as mine can't be a sin. It's a gift from God himself.
All about.
He always looks at me when I walk into the church. Nobody's ever looked at me like that.
You feel like he's looking at you, but it's nothing but paint on plaster. Nothing more.
You're only saying that because you don't have anyone.
Good day to you.
I'm sorry!
Why did I even agree to this? I'm going to lose my money again.
A blessed evening to you.
I'd like to play dice. Care for a roll or two?
What game would you like to play?
Wagoners.
Let's play.
I've heard about you, but you can't beat me.
You might even win with that!
Closing time! Come again, tomorrow perhaps.
Here's hoping.
That's how it's done! That's the way! Or... Wait, who threw that?
Why is this all sticky?
We're closing!
You have to have a bit of
No more
sense
beer.
and count the dice.
We're closing up!
Now, just close up.
There! That turned out all right. Hopefully I'll do it again. And now I'll fuck it all up. Or not.
Keep that up
Sakra!
and you've got it!
Aye, what a night. You shouldn't be walking around without a light.
You were suspiciously
That's what I'm talking
lucky.
about, damn it!
I'm going to keep my eye on you.
They'll surely fall my way now. Would you like to play?
What game would you like to play?
Wagoners!
Let's play.
Let's see what you've got.
That's it. I'm closing. Come again.
What a mess.
A bit chilly.
If I was you, I'd take it.
Even a fool gets lucky sometime.
That's
Something
enough
like
for
this
me.
happened to me back in '98, but that was different.
One beer.
Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything.
See, you can do it. Keep it up.
Hey, innkeeper, that beer.
Done.
Pretty boring so far. Come on, let's liven it up a bit.
Here's hoping. Now I'll show you how it's done. It
That
ain't
was
going
good.
my
It
way
has to
today.
work out sometime.
Christ, what's the hold up?
I'll have a beer.
Have no fear.
My, that's what the smiting of Sodom must have looked like.
I need something to eat.
Good day to you.
Good morning, lad.
What do you have for sale? Let's talk about the price.
All right, I'm listening.
That?
My, thank you, kind. Pleasure doing business. Take care. How can I help? It's about those two idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods towards Semine, and they never came back.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, go to Semine and find out what the bloody hell happened.
Have you any idea which way they might have gone? I could have a look along the way. Maybe their cart broke down or something.
There's only one road to Semine that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Troskovitz, and then to the south. But I've got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Semine.
Those two hands of yours, Venser and Franzi, what can you tell me about them?
Can't tell you much. They're wandering labourers. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long, but these days I can use all the help I can get.
Were they suspicious in any way?
No, they worked hard. They ain't no slackers. And I can't say that about everyone.
What was the cart carrying?
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. I'd say Lord Semine wants to rearm his garrison with new equipment. There were some hunting swords, bastard swords, crossbow bolts. I also fixed the trigger on young Semine's crossbow. And some kitchen stuff. Sacks of charcoal, all sorts of things. There's a good month's work in that cartload.
All right, I'll get right on it then.
Go ahead. And if you find that pair of fools drunk, kick their asses for me.
Gladly. I'll kick some sobriety into them.
Good day to you.
People call you the mouth, right? They say you tell all sorts of stories.
I'm no mouth to you. My name is Denyek. Got that? What do people call you then? Bughead? Arse face?
I'm sorry, Stenyak. I'm Henry.
Pleased to meet you. But you were right about the stories. I could tell you stories so sad they'd make the devil cry. Or would you prefer something so scary it'll make the hairs on your ass turn white? But it's a lot of hard work for me. Now, if you had something to drink or a couple of groschen, that might help loosen my tongue.
To your health, my friend.
Thank you very much. I knew you wouldn't leave me high and dry. So what kind of story would you like to hear?
I like stories that can teach me something. Stories with a moral.
Haven't you heard enough of those in church? But it's not a problem. I have just the tale for you. And it's not one you'll hear from any priest. So, once upon a time, there lived in these very lands 2 brothers. The older was called Kuba, the younger, Matthias. They were both woodcutters, like their father and his father before him. One day, at the height of summer, they were working in the woods. The air was as hot as a furnace, so Matthias went to a nearby pond to cool himself. But as he was leaning over the cold water, there was a loud splash. His axe had got loose from his belt. In haste, he began to search the muddy bed of the pond, and his hands soon touched something hard and heavy. He pulled it out and could not believe his eyes. He pulled out an axe. Yes, but not his old one. It was an axe made of pure silver.
Good God. I'd grab that without a second thought.
Maybe you would, but Matthias would never. He was an honest man, and with a big swing he threw the silver axe back. He searched the pond again, and this time he pulled out his own axe. Nothing but dull iron and old wood.
I reckon that was the right choice. Who knows who the silver axe belonged to?
Well, quite. Listen on. Matthias was just about to leave when suddenly a water goblin came out of the pond, silver axe in his hands, and he said, "You're a righteous man, Matthias, and for your honesty, you may keep both axes." Matthias, not hanging around for the goblin to change his mind, took up both axes, gave us thanks, and ran to tell Kuba all about it. Kuba, however, was not best pleased with his little brother's fortune. He deeply envied Matthias for his newfound wealth. So, he set out to try the same thing. He ran as fast as his legs could carry him straight to the pond, threw his own axe in, and began a pretend search for it. Yet Kuba had no luck. He pulled out the axe he'd thrown in himself. So he tried again. Tricked by sunlight, he grabbed something shiny, only to pull out his old iron axe again. Enraged, he hurled his axe back into the water and yelled, "Fuck this axe! I want a silver one!" But the water goblin heard his shameful cry and was greatly upset by Kuba's greed. So, when Kuba reached down into the water for a third time, the water goblin seized his hand, pulled him down whole to the dark depths, and drowned him.
Well, all was as it should have been. It was Kuba's.
I don't think so. It seems he went to the water goblin and begged for his brother's body so he could take him home and bury him. But the path back from the pond led over a steep hill, and carrying the weight of the waterlogged body exhausted Matthias. He stopped to rest by an old oak tree, and he used the silver axe to cut off a branch that would serve as a walking stick. But it wasn't enough. Somehow, it was still getting harder to continue up the hill. Then Matthias realized it wasn't his brother's body that was weighing him down. It was the silver axe. The axe was the cause of all this trouble. So he started bashing the silver axe against a big stone with all his might, trying to destroy it. With the last of his strength, Matthias climbed to the top of the hill. He knew he could go no further, so he found a pretty spot with a view over the valley and dug his brother a grave. There, he buried both his brother and the silver axe that had brought such pain upon them. His final act was to stick the oak branch in the ground by the grave. But lo and behold, The branch grew green leaves and became a tree. The locals have had no dealings with the water goblin since then, but some have had the bad luck to bump into him. And when you walk by the pier, where it all happened, you can still hear his chuckling.
That was a very nice story.
Story? What story?
Why hasn't anyone gone looking for the axe then?
Because it brings misfortune. Didn't you listen to me at all? Look for yourself if you wish. Rock Tower Pond isn't far from here. The Water Goblin's Pier is somewhere among the reeds. But leave me out of it. I'm fine here with my drink. Farewell.
God grant you health.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problem.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift. Let's talk about the price.
All right, why not?
All right?
Thanks, and have a nice day, friend.
I saw you have quite a nice bull here.
Do you mean the white one? It belongs to old Olbram, or rather, Olbram belongs to the bull. The old geezer don't have nothing else on his mind besides that bull of his. He barely even comes to the inn anymore because he's always watching it.
Do you think Olbram would sell the bull?
Not for all the gold in the world, my friend. He even makes the farmhands guard the barn at night. That's how much he worries about it.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a friend of mine. He's not from round here, but...
Let me guess. A dirty ruffian who ain't got a grosh into his name but acts like he owns the bloody place.
He was here then?
Aye, he was. He was larging it up, good and proper, and then he found some lads who paid his bill.
What do you mean by that? Why unfortunately?
Because they're right ruffians who are always up to no good. But still, birds of a feather, eh? In the end, they left like best pals. I've got no idea where they went.
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
You're not going to believe this, but 2 local lads claim they found a water goblin's treasure.
You have a water goblin here?
It would be a wonder if we didn't, with all the ponds around. He's got a hut nearby. If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
Where did you say the water goblin's hut was?
If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
And what did they find there? Are you sure they didn't make it up?
I thought so too at first. They're foolish lads, so I wouldn't be surprised. But then they ordered wine and paid with silver. Their purse was jingling with groschen.
Would you happen to know where I could find these lads?
They often swim at the other side of the Rock Tower Pond. There's a pier there by the dam. That's their spot.
Any other news?
Recently, a bunch of charcoal burners who have their kilns on the hill above the Kerchuk Pond came here to have a beer. I started talking to them and they told me they almost didn't make it.
Why?
They said a pack of wolves came after them.
Aren't wolves afraid of people?
That's what I thought too. It's strange.
Did they tell you where it happened?
In a gorge above the Rock Tower Pond. They noticed the wolves watching them from the rocks. If you climb up those rocks, you'll be able to see the whole pond from there.
Did they tell you how large the pack was?
They mentioned 3 wolves, but God knows if that's all of them.
Do you have any more news?
By the way, we've put together this wee fight club here. Would you like to try it?
That sounds good. What's it about?
It actually came about by chance when the Miller Crazel and me bet on who has the stronger hired hands. Then other blokes from the village joined in, and it's become somewhat of a tradition. By the way, old Olbram from Shelioff keeps complaining about the Tuckovites. If you go and see him, I'm sure he'll tell you more about it. But, well, he takes a bit of getting used to, though.
Oh? What do you mean?
You'll see. I mean, here, and that's pretty much everything.
Thanks, innkeeper. That sounds interesting. I'd like something to eat and to spend the night.
Aye, we've got some room left. And for how long?
I'll stay here longer.
No problem, but you'll pay in advance.
Let's talk about the price.
All right then.
How's this?
More. What can you do, eh?
Blessings to you.
That's a beautiful bull you've got there. You don't see an animal like that every day.
Aye, and Nutmeg is the finest animal far and wide. He wasn't cheap either.
What's an animal like that worth, anyway?
A big strong bull like him, and pure white too. At least a dozen cows. No, make that 2 dozen. That's why I keep a close eye on it. I have the barn guarded all night. Say, you're a bit too interested in a Nutmeg. What's this about?